If you're here, it's probably because you're passionate about supporting students with special needs, and you're getting ready to prove it. That's already a huge deal, so give yourself some credit. You're not just studying for a test, you're preparing to change lives. Welcome back to the Everything Teacher channel. My name is Olivia, and I'm a teacher certification advisor at study.com. The AEPA Special Education K-12 exam is Arizona's certification test for educators who want to work with students who have disabilities. Whether you're aiming to teach in a resource room, support inclusion in a general ed setting, or work in specialized programs, this test is your next big milestone. It's designed to make sure you have the skills, knowledge, and heart to provide high-quality, individualized instruction for exceptional learners. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know, from what's on the test to how to study smart and stay confident. If you're ready to take that next step toward making a difference, let's get started. If you're planning to become a certified special education teacher in Arizona, the AEPA Special Education exam is a key step in your journey. This exam is part of the National Evaluation Series, which means it's designed not just for Arizona, but with national standards in mind. In Arizona, it serves as the official test used to meet the subject knowledge requirement for special education certification. Whether you're completing a teacher prep program or transitioning from another field, this test helps show that you're ready to support learners with disabilities in inclusive, resource, or self-contained settings. It evaluates your knowledge across the areas that matter most, everything from understanding specific disabilities to designing safe, effective learning environments. You'll be tested across 4 major domains. Domain 1, Students with Disabilities, covers 20% of the exam. Domain 2, Assessment and Program Planning, consists of 20% as well. Domain 3, Learning Environments and Instructional Practices, makes up almost half of the test at 40%. Lastly, Domain 4, Foundations and Professional Practice, makes up the remaining 20% of the test components. Each section is designed to reflect real-world skills you'll need in the classroom, so the more you connect the content to your own teaching experience and goals, the better prepared you'll feel. Next up, we'll talk about how the test is formatted, including how you can manage your time to get through all the test questions. The AEPA Special Education exam is a computer-based test that you can take at an approved testing center or at home through online proctoring. It's designed to be straightforward and accessible, even if this is your first time taking a teacher certification test. The exam is made up entirely of selected response questions, which most people know as multiple choice. You'll see 150 questions in total. The total appointment time lasts 3.5 hours, with the first 15 minutes for test tutorials and non-disclosures, leaving you with 3 hours and 15 minutes to complete all test items. That gives you just over a minute per question, which is enough time if you pace yourself and stay focused. Coming up next, we'll dive into how the AEPA Special Education exam is scored and share strategies to help you make the most of your test day. So, how is the AEPA Special Education exam scored, and what kind of questions should you expect? Let's start with scoring. Your final score is reported on a scaled score range from 100 to 300, and to pass, you'll need a minimum scaled score of 240. The good news is that your score is based only on the number of questions you answer correctly. That means no penalty for guessing, so even if you're unsure about a question, take your best shot. Every answer is a chance to earn more points. Now, all 150 questions on the exam are selected response, which means you'll choose the correct answer from 4 possible choices, A, B, C, or D. But don't let the term multiple choice fool you, because this exam goes beyond simple memorization. Many questions are written around real-life classroom scenarios, and you'll need to analyze, apply, or evaluate information rather than just recall facts. For example, a question might describe a student's behavior or academic performance and ask you to select the most appropriate intervention, accommodation, or instructional strategy based on what you know about special education best practices. You might also see data-based questions, where you interpret assessment results or determine next steps in program planning. It's not just about knowing the law or the terminology. It's about knowing how to use that knowledge to support diverse learners in real educational settings. A great way to prepare is to get comfortable thinking like a teacher. That means brushing up on the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, Individualized Education Program Development, Inclusive Instructional Strategies, and Behavior Management, because those concepts show up all across the test. Coming up next, we'll look at how to prepare for test day itself and make sure you know test policies. Stick around. Whether you're taking the AEPA Special Education exam at a testing center or through online proctoring, you'll need to follow a few important testing policies. You must present a valid government-issued photo ID on test day, and you won't be allowed to bring personal items like phones, bags, or notes into the testing area. If you're testing at home, be sure to set up in a quiet, private space with a reliable internet connection and a computer that has a webcam and microphone, as your remote proctor will verify your identity and check your surroundings before you begin. The test is strictly timed, and while you can take breaks, the clock will keep running. Following these policies helps keep the testing environment secure and gives everyone a fair shot at success. The first domain in the AEPA Special Education exam is students with disabilities. This domain assesses your understanding of the characteristics, developmental needs, and learning differences of students with various disabilities. You'll need to be familiar with cognitive, behavioral, physical, and sensory disabilities, as well as how these impact learning and social development. Let's see how well you know this area with the following scenario-based question. The second exam domain is assessment and program planning. This evaluates your ability to use formal and informal assessment tools, interpret data, and design appropriate individualized education programs. It also covers progress monitoring, placement decisions, and collaboration with families and colleagues. Here's a question to check your understanding of assessment in action. We're on the third domain covered in this test, so stick with me till the end. Learning environments and instructional practices is the largest domain in the AEPA Special Education exam. It focuses on how to create effective, inclusive learning environments and implement research-based instructional strategies. It also includes behavior supports, classroom management, and differentiation for diverse learners. Let's challenge your instructional knowledge with the next practice question. The fourth and last domain is Foundations and Professional Practice. This domain tests your knowledge of legal, ethical, and professional responsibilities, including the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, Section 504, Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and collaboration with stakeholders. It also touches on cultural responsiveness and professional growth. Now, let's test how well you know your rights and responsibilities as an educator. Let's be honest, prepping for a big exam like the AEPA Special Education test can feel like a lot. But the good news, you don't have to tackle it all at once, and you're definitely not alone. With a bit of planning and the right mindset, you can walk into test day feeling confident and prepared. Start by digging into the test framework, which lays out all 4 domains you'll be tested on. Really take the time to understand what each domain is asking of you. Next, build a study routine that includes practice under real test conditions. Try pacing yourself through 150 multiple-choice questions in one sitting so you can get a feel for your timing. Don't skip over the questions you miss. Review them, figure out why you missed them, and make that your learning moment. If you're looking for structured support, Study.com's AEPA Special Education Test Prep course is a solid option. It's packed with bite-sized lessons that align directly with the test domains, plus thousands of practice questions and full-length exams to help you build stamina and confidence. You can study on your own schedule, revisit tough concepts anytime, and track your progress as you go. It's a great way to stay focused and walk into test day feeling fully prepared. The key is consistency. Study in small, focused sessions, review a little every day, and keep going even when it feels tough. You're not just prepping for a test. You're preparing to advocate for and teach students who need you most. You've come a long way just by showing up and committing to your goal, and that's something to be proud of. The AEPA Special Education exam is a big milestone, but it's just one step in your journey to becoming the kind of educator who changes lives. With every study session, you're not just preparing for a test. You're preparing to advocate, to support, and to empower students who need you most. So keep going, stay focused, and remember why you started. You've got this. If this video helped you feel more prepared, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more teacher tips and exam strategies, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. We're rooting for you all the way to test day and beyond.